Hey everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Jarred. On today's episode, we have another Red Lesbian crew member with us. We're introducing a new segment designed by Vex, and we're going to have a chat about dating. So today we have with us Dougie, who was not present last week, but that's okay because he's an adult with a real job. He's also, for now, our resident Australian, so odd man out. So have you guys, Ryan and Vex, at least, have you kind of shaken your first week jitters, or?
Oh, I didn't have them to begin with.
I had them, but I'm good now. I'm like, oh yeah,
You just ready to fucking wrap it out? Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Pretty
much.
much.
I'm still a little nervous. Dougie, are you nervous?
No, not really.
Wow. We got two cocky cocks in the podcast tonight. Whatever the fuck.
Cox. Wow. We got a title for episode 2.
Cocky cock. Welcome to the Red Lesbians Experience, episode 2, Cocky cock.
Cocky Cox.
Well, so how was everyone's week? Ryan, you want to start?
You know what? Once again, I'm glad to be through with it, but it's picking up pretty quick now. I'm getting ever so closer to hopefully nabbing that manager's position, so who knows? It could be going really, really good. I'll actually find out by the end of next week, so I'll let you know then.
Ooh, stay tuned, you guys. And, Vex, how was your hockey stuff this week?
It was really good. I made a couple friends. It was like everyone was nice. It was my first year on a girls' team, so it's been really good, and I've enjoyed it. And it's been pretty intense, but I like it that way because it's just more intriguing and just better that way.
So yeah, you played with girls then for like, I think you said the first time. Did anyone get hurt? I'm dying for some tea here. I'm dying for some like violent tea.
Well,
Please tell me you punched someone in the face.
no, no one got
Well, it's not
hurt.
hockey then.
Well,
Right?
it was just a camp. Like, no one necessarily got hurt, but, one of my trainers came up to me, and I was just lined up for a drill. And out of nowhere, she was like, hey, do you want a lollipop? And I'm like, what? And then
What?
out of nowhere, she grabs a purple lollipop and stuffs it into my glove. And I'm like confused because
Ooh, I'm glad you said glove.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you said glove.
Well, she does have all the gear on, so it'd be a bit awkward.
yeah.
I'm like, where she shoved the
Just stuffs it
lollipop.
through the helmet. Just stuffs it through the little grid in your helmet, like, there you go.
Yeah. But the whole practice, like after that, I was like adjusting it. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna like fly out when I'm taking a shot or something, and I was like panicking because this fucking lollipop was in my glove. And
Did it get like, was it open or was it like in a
No.
wrapper?
yeah, it was in a wrapper.
Ew, I bet it got all like.
It was soggy,
Sticky.
kinda. Yeah.
Ew.
Ew.
Ooh,
From
soggy
my-
lollipop.
That's gonna be my new PSN user.
Soggy
Slippery,
lollipop.
slippery mango is out.
It's now
Soggy lollipop is in.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh my god.
Well, that's great. I'm glad you had fun with the girls. I'm sad you didn't hurt anyone, but I'm also glad you got a lollipop out of it.
What was left of a lollipop?
Yeah, I didn't
Dougie?
eat it. I threw it in the garbage.
Dougie, do you have anything to report about your week? Any events of note?
No, not really. Went to work, came home. That's about it. It's nothing exciting. Got plenty of work
Wow.
on, so that's always a good thing.
So stunning, so brave, our Dougie.
Yeah, just
Dougie.
pull the part out.
Got to
What a
pay them
great
bills.
Yeah, those bills are a tough one.
Can I say
Yeah,
that?
you ain't fucking joking, bro. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dive right into the group discussion. So the question for today is, what was the worst date you've ever been on? So we'll take it alphabetically. We'll go. I mean, Bex, do you want me to consider you as an A or a V?
Give me a V.
Okay. So Dougie, you're first up.
Well, actually never been on a date.
What? You just go straight to fucking, you animal?
Oh my god.
Those Australian
Dougie, you're
dogs.
wild,
Those
bro.
Dinkos. Dinkos?
The
Come and take a ride on my dingo, baby. What the? Dougie.
I wish you guys could see me right now. I'm genuinely like just staring at Dougie's name in the party chat with my gob wide open. Like, what the fuck, Dougie?
Dougie don't date. Dougie fuck, bro. Oh my god! So seriously, you don't have like one bad date story?
No, I went out with one girl.
What?
That's it. And that was only 2 weeks.
Oh my god!
So
I feel like I need to take you out on a bad date now, just so you can have a bad date story.
I'll go.
Oh, hell no.
I tell you what, I can top that, Dougie. I'll take you on a bad date because it'll be bad because it'll be with me.
I don't know.
No,
I
we'd
feel
probably
like,
still have fun.
Even, I
Yeah,
feel like
pretty
as
much.
big of a tool as you are, I feel like you probably would know how to treat a man.
Would not wait. Hang on a minute.
Hang on a minute.
Hang on. Hold up. Not in the way people are going to be thinking.
Dougie would be like, "Fucking dinner, we fucking."
Oh, I'm out. I'm gone. Okay, then my worst date story would be I went on a date with a guy named Dougie, and he didn't want
Well,
to date.
conveniently,
He wa-
conveniently
fuck.
enough, alphabetically, you are up next, Ryan. So, would you like to share your bad date story? Assuming women don't go straight to fucking.
No, I got one. Okay. So this was a few years ago now, obviously, as it would be. Way before I'd met Erica. And it was this girl that we had a few feelings for here and there. You know, kind of on and off with flirting and so on and so forth. Never really knew where we stood with it. Anyway, one evening, she messaged me. She's like, "Hey, what are you up to?" I'm like, "Nothing. What about you?" She's like, want to go catch a movie? I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go." Anyway, we hodding out. We get there, and figure out what we're gonna watch. I think we were watching the new remastered version of Poltergeist, I think, as well. So pretty good film actually, not bad. But anyway, so obviously we're sat getting halfway through and everything, and I'm like, putting my arm around and this, that, and the other, put my hand on her lap and whatever. And we're
The
like
whole dick in the popcorn trick. We call that.
It
The
crossed
cock porn.
it crossed the mind. But then,
Just
But
reach
then
in
when I
for a
re-
buttery surprise, sweetheart.
but then the problem was obviously but it was surprise. Ah, God.
Podcast gone dirty.
The only but what not what stopped me, but what put me off massively from that one is the fact that the bottom of the popcorn box obviously crisscrosses over, so it like locks in place, and it just like the McDonald's drinks plastic lids where you put your finger in, but when you go to pull it back out, it like stabs in your skin. That's my mind. And I'm like, yeah,
it's like that thing in Saw that she had to put her hands in that
exactly.
box
She can't
with
get
the
it
razor
out.
blades.
She can't get it out just like that.
My dick's
Anyway,
stuck.
This isn't what made the date bad. This isn't what made the date bad, by the way. This is just what made it bad was the awkwardness that followed afterwards. So like during the movie there was a bit of, tension, this, that, and the other. You could sort of feel it between us, giving each other the eyes and everything. But then we get on out and everything, and it's starting to rain, so we're under the brolly. We get in the taxi, we get home and everything. We get back to her place, and she lets us know we're just outside the taxi. She's like, "Okay, cheers, thanks for a good evening." Hugs me and goes straight back in. Just leaves me stood in the rain.
Oh. She left you with a hug.
Oh,
to the
friend zone,
extent,
buddy.
even
Oh, give me a hug, head ass. What the fuck?
it was so fucking awkward, and even to the extent that when I got back into the taxi, he looked in the rearview mirror and was like, "Dude."
I mean, it could have been worse. She could have given you a handshake. She could have given you a high five. She could have saluted you.
She could have flipped
She
me
could have
off,
patted you on the shoulder. Good try, buddy.
Good job.
Put it there, pal.
You tried.
Better luck next time. I think that was probably my most embarrassing date of all to have gone on, just because of the build-up that we had beforehand. But then you just discover in that split-second moment that it's like, yeah, she ain't fucking interested whatsoever. And pretty much from then on, we haven't really spoken. We've sort of just ignored each other here and there. And every now and again, I'll see her around, and I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" She's like, "Yeah, really good." And she she tries to forcefully make a conversation, and I'm so not interested now, just because I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just not fucking bothered now."
I
would
mean,
say that's
like,
my number
how
one.
was it, like, over the next few days after that? Because it's not like dating, like, in, the early 2000s or, like, the 90s, like, old school dating where, you would call her, like, 2 or 3 days
Yeah.
later. But, like, because, like, we're pretty much in a constant state of communication with literally everyone now because of texts and DMs and, like, instantaneous, communication. So it's
Well,
like...
this was when I was massively using Snapchat as well, so I was like practicing that every day. And I noticed like the next day she posted on a story and everything, and I was like, "Oh, hey, had a really good night again last night." Trying to make the conversation. Say, "Yeah, me too. We should do it again." And I'm like, "Really?"
Oh, you both fucking lying then. The fuck?
Really?
Just pull a Dougie and get in them DMs. Be like, no dates, we fucking.
Dougie, I needed to meet you years ago, man. I needed to meet
Dating
you
didn't
years
work.
ago.
We just gonna fuck.
Trust me, it hasn't worked.
Oh,
Dougie, you should try
I
the
could-
naked man, bro.
I could be classed as a born-again virgin.
oh.
Oh, he's grown
So-
back.
I've been like, I recently rewatched How I Met Your Mother, and like one of the pickup tricks that one of the guys on there used was called the naked man. They went on a date with this girl, and then went back to her apartment, and she went off to like make a drink or something. And when she came back, they were just standing there butt ass naked.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And she was like, "Well, whatever, let's just do it."
What?
You should totally try the naked man, Dougie.
No, that I'd get arrested.
Oh.
Not in the street, Dougie. Not in the street.
It's in someone's
Oh,
apartment. You don't
okay.
just, walk around naked. Just, here's what I have to offer, ladies. Like,
Just pick
What
the
the
girl
heck?
up from her house, get in the car. Hey, this is what I'm offering. Like,
okay,
are you
before we get
interested?
too sidetracked here.
Yeah.
Okay, so next would be Vex. Vex, what is your worst date story?
What's the ABC?
That's not alphabetical order, Jess. You're
She
next.
said a V. She said she wanted to be
What happened to
considered.
you?
H-I-J-K,
What happened to you?
L-M-A-O-T.
I was gonna go last. I meant
Oh.
I was going alphabetical for you guys.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
well, okay.
Wouldn't you guys have figured that out when I skipped myself to go to Ryan? Like, you're way late.
Oh.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, what the?
Anyways.
I thought you were going off slippery.
Mine's good. I'm saving the best for last. Okay, they're the worst for last. Okay, Vex, do you have one?
Well, yeah. So, me and this guy were dating for, like, how long would it have been? Maybe, like, 3 months. And, like, we decided to go to, like, the mall together and just kind of hang out and just, like, get food and stuff. And, my friends tagged along, too, because they were, like, yeah. And, so, we were just eating. And then this man tried to hold my hand.
While you were eating, were you eating something with a fork and knife where you required your hands?
How do you have utensils and he's like, give me that hand. Smashes the fork out.
Yeah,
You had to learn how to fork and knife with one hand.
It was so awkward. And I was just like, what? And then I just kind of like looked at him like, okay. And then I just continued eating. And then, we continued shopping whatsoever. And then he tried like putting his arm around my shoulder, and it was just awkward. And it was like he'd never like had female interaction.
Oh God.
Oh my! And how long ago was this? Like a couple of years ago? Because
Almost
you
2
would have been like
years.
awkward teenagers, so that's like kind of understandable. But the eating thing, I don't understand. I would have been mad.
Yeah,
Like,
about 2 years.
I don't want to touch you right now. I'm eating my fucking food.
I'm
Yeah,
eating my
fucking food comes
poutine.
first.
My whole last meal. I was legit eating poutine. I'm not even gonna fuck you. But, yeah.
So was there a second date?
No.
Oh.
After that, I broke up with him. Because things
Oh
were
my!
just...
Like the same day?
No, like a month
Oh.
after. Like I never. Liked
Oh my
him.
god! You kept this man on the
A
hook for a month after he tried to
Yeah.
intrude on your eating?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I don't even know
I'm
what
not
to
even gonna
say.
expose this person because, but yeah, I didn't even like this person actually when we started like dating. I guess you could say. But yeah, it was great. It was quality.
So
I
you were
loved
just
this
using
awkward
him then?
holding hands. No.
Why did you accept his date offer or whatever if you knew going in you didn't like him?
Because
You didn't want to be rude?
yeah, that and
Oh god!
well, I've known
The
him.
fatal flaw of the Canadians.
I've known him for like 7 years, man.
They're not very good liars.
Oh
And
yeah.
he's
So he
liked
kind of
me.
put you in a bad situation.
Yeah, he's liked me like ever since we met. Like he's fucking been obsessed with me. And yeah, and my dad and his dad were like best friends, so it kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that makes
was
it
pretty
worse.
He put you in a
awkward.
bad
One of those
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
I'm glad I'm
But-
out of that.
I don't have time for people who interfere with my food, so.
I'd have just put.
Awkward holding hand. I'm like, I'm trying to fucking eat. Like, get out of here. I'm gonna fucking throw my gravy at you, stupid bitch. Sorry.
Ew.
I'd have just grabbed that man's hand, put it back on his plate, and been like, "This isn't gonna work. Leave," and just carried on.
It's not you, it's me.
And the food. It's just me and the food right now. Can you just fuck off?
Okay, well, I will wait until mine. So, like, okay, this was, like, back in high school. I was, like, 17 or 18. It was after my big breakup. Like, you guys probably know,
Mhm.
like, we all had the big breakup in high school, pretty much. Like, our first love,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. So I just had my big breakup.
No.
I had completed my slutty phase. Okay, Dougie. I'd completed my slutty phase. My ex he was on the football team, so he was like really tight with a lot of guys on the football team. So my targets during my slutty phase were football players on the same team, his friends. So like I went through a couple of them, and I was like, you know what, it's time to settle down. So like this guy on the team, they called him Big Red. He was the only red-haired man that I've ever been romantically linked to at any point in my life because like whatever. But they called him Big Red. He was like 6'15", and he was
So
a
Big
ginger dude. Like this man was huge. So like first couple of weeks we were like hanging out. We were just talking, not officially dating or anything. Like we'd make out a lot, but it wouldn't really go past that. And then one night, he took me out to dinner, and then on the way back home, we were in the car, he was taking me back to my house, and he asked me if I would give him head in the car.
Oh my god.
He asked specifically if I would give him roadhead, and I was like, like, I wasn't even sure yet if I was, like, really attracted to him or not, or if I was just, like, you know, whatever. But I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't really want to do that yet because, like, we're not even really dating, and like, you know, I'm still trying to like figure everything out. And this man, okay, are you guys ready for this?
I don't think I am.
This
but-
man started crying.
What? What?
I swear to God, he started crying. Like, it wasn't like a snotty, like, weeping sob, but like, I heard him sniffling a couple of times, and I looked over, and there was just like a single tear on his right cheek just rolling down while he was driving down the road. And I'm like, are you
Oh,
crying? And he
my
was
God.
like, yeah, I just don't understand why you won't do this for me because you did it to so and so, like one of his friends on the football team. And I'm like, yeah, because that was my slutty phase, and like now I'm trying to be like, you know, more self-respectful or whatever. Like I want to date someone and do that kind of stuff, not like make out with someone for 2 weeks and then suck their dick in the car. Like what the fuck? And then this man cried the whole way back to my house.
Oh my fucking god.
And then, like, after he dropped me off, and then it was like I didn't really know where we stood. And then basically the next day he dumped me because I'd hooked up with one of his friends. Not it wasn't like at the same time. Like it wasn't like I had cheated on him with his friend. It was like one of those things that I did when I was in that phase. But he used it as an excuse to break up with me after that happened.
Wow. I can just imagine this man dropping you off, and when he sees your front door closed, just sit their hands in his head, just going
Like,
just like that
just
in the car.
this big, like 18-foot tall football player
Started
sobbing
fucking
in his
sobbing.
car because I wouldn't
Wow.
suck his dick in the car.
my- Wow.
That's gross.
Wow.
I have a
Wow.
lot of bad date stories, but that one's always my favorite one to tell
I would
because
probably
people
say
never
probably
see it
the
coming, and he didn't
next-
see it coming either because I didn't suck him off.
No, he never came.
He never, never ever came.
Yeah.
Oh my
so,
god. I don't even think I got a proper response for that. What the fuck? Doug, have
Me
you ever
and
cried
him,
when a girl rejected your head?
No, because that was
no.
the story of my life.
Oh my god!
Never got to
Dougie,
that
you're on some
stage.
self-loathing
Oh
shit
my
tonight. I
God.
fucking do.
Dude, let me like hook you up
Okay,
with my
Vex.
mom.
Oh, okay. I was like, Vex, what
Like,
are you about
What
to
is this?
offer?
Everybody trying to hook me up with their mums?
Dougie, you're only a few years younger than my mom. It would really work out. I hope my mom never listens to this.
It's okay.
Not
Doug,
because I just
I'm
talked about someone crying because I wouldn't suck their dick, but because
I'm going to message her on
Oh.
Facebook and tell her she has to listen to it when it comes out.
you fucker. This is why we don't let Australians do anything.
They just fuck their dingo buddies.
Oh my god, she thinks my dingo's sexy. Oh my god. Okay,
Wow.
so,
Oh my
okay,
God.
moving on.
I don't think
Um,
I can from that one.
Well, we have to move on, right?
Okay.
We have to move
I wonder if your 6-foot ginger ever did.
Okay. So, as many of our listeners can probably already tell from us, we're a very diverse cast. Almost our entire cat. I mean, I don't. Dougie, shut up. I just mean, like,
I didn't
our
say a
entire.
fucking word.
Dougie didn't say anything.
Who scoffed? Someone scoffed, or like
That was
did,
good.
like did a chuckle. That's what I thought. I said our cast was diverse, and someone was just like.
Yeah, that was me.
I mean, as in, our cast is from like all over the world. So each member, basically, I mean, short of the Brit guys, who there's only been one of so far,
Hi.
We're all from different countries. We've got America, Australia, Canada, and the UK.
All four corners of the
So
globe.
Hmm.
we're everywhere. We're everywhere. We're in
Everywhere,
your
everywhere.
fucking sleep, bros.
Everywhere.
Just remember that if you act up, there is probably at least one red lesbian on your corner of the earth that will
Yeah.
fuck you up.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna fucking
And I hope
punch
it's
you
not
in the
Canada because Vex is feisty.
nose. I'll
I'd be
fucking
more
grab
scared
your
of
face
Vex.
and stuff it in the grass and then stomp on your head.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
so for this segment, we're going to focus on the country of one specific cast member, and everyone here is going to share one assumption or stereotype they've heard based on that cast member's country. And we're calling this segment Alyssa's Assumptions, mainly because I didn't have a V word to match with Vex for stereotypes or assumptions. So, but the twist is the answer must be submitted in a true or false format, and the cast member cannot elaborate past their chosen answer. So you can't say true, but yada yada, or false, but
So
you
it has
can
to be
just
the
say
true or false.
You cannot explain the answer. So for the premiere of our segment, Dougie is going to be in the hot seat,
Oh, joy.
and
Saw that
we'll
coming.
we will gather Vex's assumption or stereotype first.
Alright. Good one. Do you all say crazy?
It's true.
Crikey! Like, okay.
That's a good one.
Well, false.
That's disappointing.
I love me not sure.
I love this. What the?
It sucks that I can't say anything else, but
Yeah, doesn't it? It's so hard.
Alright.
Okay. Okay.
Uh.
So Ryan, you go ahead.
Is it true or false? Oh, I know that's not gonna work the way I'm asking it.
just ask it.
I'm gonna
Just do it.
right. Is it true that you hate the taste of Foster's?
True.
What is Foster's the beer?
Foster's is a beer, yes.
Okay. Okay.
So that's true.
I knew it.
Interesting. I'm really loving this with like no explanation.
I'm glad you are.
I'll just come up with
It's
the
great. This is great. So
I could just.
okay, so since it's true or false, all
Oh, great.
Australians are required to watch the Mary-Kate and Ashley hit movie Our Lips Are Sealed, which was based in Sydney.
Oh my
False.
god. Oh, I really wish that was
Aw.
true.
But have you seen it, Dougie?
No.
Oh,
Oh!
Dougie lies.
not a
Dougie
true
We need, like, a-
lies.
Australian.
We need like a disappointed crowd, like audio clip and
Ah.
stuff. in there. Just an entire audience. Going, oh, boo!
You know, like the Wii Sports crowd, when they're like, "Boo, we should do that."
Ooh. Ooh.
So I gather you were talking about the Olsen twins.
Who else is Mary-Kate and Ashley?
I'm just confirming that I was on the same
Dougie!
page, but yeah, no.
There
What?
are no other Mary-Kate and Ashleys.
You never know.
There's only one pair.
Thank Christ for that.
Hey, they're doing stuff. Okay?
Well, good for them.
No.
I don't know exactly
Not
what,
dating.
but I know that they're like really thin. And that's all.
I got another true or false one.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to know this one. Are all Australians required to wear budgie smugglers?
Okay, can we get clarification on what that is first?
Budgie smugglers are what you'd call speedos.
A banana hammock.
A
We call
banana
them budgie
hammock.
smugglers.
Is a budgie supposed to be your penis?
Sorry?
Budgie is meant to represent the penis, Jess. Yes.
Yes.
That's so silly. A buggy smuggler.
Dougie!
It's a Dougie smuggler.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be budgie smugglers big enough.
Oh.
Um,
Are you
Oh.
calling Australian dicks tiny?
We ain't dating, we fucking.
Jesus.
It'll be,
God.
and to answer Ryan's question, false.
Ah.
Oh, man.
Not that I want all Australians to wear them, but oh.
No, well, one of our ex-prime ministers was well known for running around in his budgie smugglers.
Was he
Oh
hot?
God.
Yeah.
No, it was far from it.
Oh, no.
We don't get hot prime ministers or politicians.
Well, we don't
full
either.
stop.
We don't have
Yeah.
prime ministers anyway, so never mind.
No.
I don't know why I contributed to that.
You seeing our latest one? Holy crap.
I don't really know what a prime minister is or does, but Trump 2020.
Fuck off.
I'm just kidding.
Same
oh
thing
my
your
God,
president
I'm
does.
Kidding.
Fuck all.
Right,
Pretends
I
to
have
run the
another
country.
question / true false.
Yep,
Ooh.
go
Okay.
for it.
Do all Australians own a kangaroo?
False.
No, that was gonna be mine.
Did you just say yes?
False.
Ah.
I'm
Y'all
trying to
Yeah,
think.
that question's
of
over.
now.
Breaking it
I
for
have-
me.
I actually did have a kangaroo when I was young.
Dude!
No.
What the
No
fuck?
way.
Can I?
That is so fucking Australian.
I had a guinea pig
Yeah.
when I was a child.
I've only ever had
Yeah.
dogs.
The only downside was it liked to, whenever we got into the car, it liked to travel in what you'd call the trunk,
Oh.
The car
And,
boot.
the boot.
Huh?
Yes, and
car park.
we were going to my nana's place and got there and yeah, she was sleeping.
I hope she had a good sleep.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah,
How was
Oh.
her sleep?
Oh.
permanent.
Oh. Oh.
You know what? I think you told me this story recently, but I forgot the part where the kangaroo died.
You know, I'm pretty sure it's in a better place. Like, I wouldn't want to be that kangaroo and fucking Dougie just, like, saying to a girl in front of his face, yeah, we don't date.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the kangaroo's in a better place anyway, because honestly, like, pretty much anywhere is better than being in someone's trunk. Am I right?
Well, I mean,
Hey,
I wouldn't know from experience.
We did
but-
not put the kangaroo in the trunk. We opened the trunk, the kangaroo jumped in. That was we,
You didn't have to shut her in, Dougie.
You should just
Like,
take her
yeah, this
out
will be.
and,
This
like,
is the
let
last
her
time.
laugh.
This is the last time you're gonna do this. But then you're like, oh shit, it really was the last time.
Oh my god.
Thinking you're gonna teach her a lesson.
Fuck
Oh
you.
my god.
Okay,
hey,
I gotta
that, blame
know
my
how-
parents for that. I was too young.
I gotta know though, how the hell did you have a kangaroo?
Yeah, is that like?
Yeah, they're
legal?
giant assholes.
Or did you have?
Well,
like,
it
that
was
certain
only young.
place? Oh.
It was still no, it was still young. So
So it was a Joey.
I'm not 100% sure. Like, I think the laws have changed a bit now, but generally, if you did get a kangaroo, it was a rescue after its mum had been hit by a car or a truck or something like that.
Right.
You'd quite often find the little Joeys standing by the
Aw.
mother,
Oh.
and so most people would save it and then either raise it or take it to a shelter or something like that.
So what was its
That's pretty
name?
sweet.
I cannot remember. Sorry, it was too long.
That's a
long
crap
ago.
name.
So
Yeah,
I think we
that shit, man.
I think we talked about it the other day, or maybe today or something. Weren't you saying that like kangaroo, like kangaroos jumping into the road and stuff like that were like as common as like my problem here with deer? Like,
Yeah, kangaroos jumping on the road is just.
and they're
yeah.
so much bigger, I think, than deer.
Oh, they're solid. They're solid fuckers.
They're just pure muscle. Just pure muscle.
Yeah.
Fucking moose, brother. That's scary.
Yeah, that one in that video a couple of years ago, that guy, you remember that video of that guy punching the kangaroo in the face? That dude was jacked, bro.
Oh,
Kangaroo jacked.
Yeah, you see some of them actually posing like he's flexing both arms.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's
and
what the
it's just-
king in the video was doing. He was like squared up. He was buff as shit. Like he just got
Yeah.
back from like Planet Fitness or
That's
something.
me.
He got the lunk alarm pulled, bro.
Yeah,
I've
but the worst part is it's not so much the hands that you have to worry about.
The feet.
The feet.
It's the feet because they rock back on their tail and kick you with their feet.
I just realized what Meg said.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
horse dick, bro.
On a kangaroo?
Don't they rip into other animals with their feet? Like
Yeah. Well, when they're fighting, they will punch with the front ones, but mainly they'll rock back on their tail and kick with
they punch.
their rear legs. Yeah. Well, it's more like watching a bitch fight.
Can I
Can you
like,
imagine
have
getting
one?
punched in the
God.
face by a kangaroo?
That fucking hurt. Your face would be like purple for days, brother.
Now
It's-
that I know that they punch, I'm so like that video has so much more context to me because like that dude punched that kanga in the face and then the dude like the kangaroo just stood there like what? It's like he didn't expect the guy to like do his own shit to him or something.
Oh my
Haven't you heard of the
It's
term
like,
boxing
did I just
kangaroo?
get punched in the face?
God. No.
Bro, I've seen like kangaroo photos of them with like boxing gloves and stuff in it.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen
They've
that.
always-
Oh, it makes more sense now.
Yeah.
I had no idea until that viral video that kangaroos were actually assholes. Like my whole life in like TV and like movies, like little cartoons and stuff, they've always been depicted as like cute little like Australian animals. But it
Well, you
turns out
had-
they're actually huge fucking assholes.
There was a huge TV series called Skippy the Bush Kangaroo. Oh, excuse me. And they can be quite friendly. If they've been around people a lot, like all their life, if they've been around people, they'll be fine. But if you just went up to one in the bush, anything could happen.
Do they have? What are their teeth like? I wonder.
Just normal animal teeth. They're not sharp. It's just, yeah.
I was just picturing a kangaroo with like shark teeth.
No, that's the
That would be
that's the killer
terrifying, dude.
koalas.
Koalas were another one. They're always depicted as
Drop
so cute,
bears.
but they're assholes too.
No,
Well,
koalas are actually quite placid. Unless you hassle them, then they can claw you. But,
So cute.
yeah, if you go to a zoo that's got koalas and they allow you to go into the compound, you might get lucky and be able to cuddle one. And they are cuddly.
Oh,
oh.
I'm
Until
But
they're
same again,
hungry,
they
right?
have to have
That's when
been
they turn
around
into
people for a long
assholes.
time. Yeah,
Okay.
don't go up to one in the wild. Same as a kangaroo. Don't go up to one in the wild.
Well, that could be. I mean, that could be just generally like any animal. I mean,
I was
Yeah.
gonna
you see a
say.
dog. You see a dog like roaming around like a stray. You don't know. They could be assholes.
They could have rabies.
I think all dogs are my friends though. Yeah. What are they? Kookaburras?
Kookaburras.
Are those Australian?
Yeah.
Aren't those
Laughing
My
bird.
mom used to sing me
Yeah.
like a nursery rhyme like about a
Oh, the kookaburra.
when I was little.
Yeah! Oh my
In the old
God.
gum tree or something.
Yep,
you
yep,
know?
yep. Yep.
Why was my mom singing me Australian nursery rhymes? She was setting me up for life, bro. She's like, this little bitch is gonna know some people when she
What
grows
about
up.
wombats?
Wombats are
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah, just don't hit one in your car because they'll make a mess of it too. Like if you run over a wombat,
Ew!
it's gonna make them. Yeah, it's gonna damage your car. They're solid little buggers.
They're so cute. I
Well,
just
how
don't
big
hold it. They're so
How big are
fat.
they?
They can be about the same size as a koala, but they just run around on the ground and live in a hole.
Okay, I don't know how big a koala is. Is that like a human toddler size kind of thing?
A very chubby human toddler. Yeah.
There's a lot of those here. This is America, buddy.
I'd say it's about
It'd be a very obese toddler.
So, an average weight American toddler. Got it. This episode's gonna be titled Cocky Cocks in Australian Wildlife.
Okay, so wombats can grow about 40 inches long and can weigh about 44 to 77 pounds.
Oh my god!
They're fucking fat,
That
bro.
is a small child.
Oh,
I mean, not
How-
like. I mean, like
How
a
much
first
does it weigh,
grader.
Vex?
Not a toddler. But
Like I said, it's a
first
very
grader.
obese toddler.
Vex, how much did you say it
Wow.
weighed?
44 to 77 pounds.
Oh my god, that's not. Oh my god.
That's like the 77. That's like on the small end for like a golden retriever.
Yeah,
That's
I was about to
fucking
say.
huge. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's like
Yeah, but it's-
greyhound. Like,
But it's not that size in height.
yeah, they're pretty chubby looking. They're pretty stubby.
I don't think I want to visit Australia anymore.
Saying they got
It's-
weird shit.
It's not like
So,
you
hang
see
on.
them every single day. It's-
Okay,
I
but
just-
here's my question. Okay, so like everyone around the world hears about Australia's wildlife antics with like your fucking like huntsman spiders and like kangaroos running out in front of the car and like all this shit. I mean, do you ever hear the same shit about other countries? Like, yo, America wild as fuck. I mean, you know, we got our own shit that we're wild for, but not necessarily animals. But I mean, do you ever hear
Deer
anything
mountain.
about other countries that makes you guys go, whoa, like y'all animals are crazy? Like, what the fuck?
Not really.
Oh my god! So it
People are-
really is just you.
Yep, it's us.
Yes.
It's just us.
What
Wow.
about New Zealand? Do they kind of have like the same thing going on there, or are they pretty similar to like American stuff?
No, to be honest, I couldn't tell you, but you might get attacked by a kiwi bird. I don't know. They probably.
Dougie, isn't that a racial
New
slur?
Oh,
If there's
But,
any New
um,
Zealanders listening to this, please don't take offense, for Dougie knows not what he does. Dougie fucks.
I honestly don't know. I don't think they've got anything like we do.
so they probably just have
Like
Have
they'd
you ever
probably
seen a
have
huntsman spider in real life?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, all the time.
Oh my god, all the time? What do you mean? Like, all the time as in they're as common as, like, little tiny spiders? Or...
Not quite that common, but
Whoa, you're making me happy to be.
Can I
Look,
just say I'm now picking my feet off the ground?
Yeah, same.
No, okay, but
The
I've heard, like,
huntsmans-
with huntsman
look-
spiders... Go ahead.
the huntsmans are harmless. They will not attack you.
Yay.
Yeah, he'll just sit off to one side and be happy, quite content, just sitting there.
Yeah, I
if
don't like
fi-
that.
Neither do I.
If I find one,
You ain't
in
paying
my
rent,
house,
bruh.
If I find one in my house, I'll grab the dustpan and broom, pick him up, and put him outside.
You're fucking crazy.
They won't bite. If they do bite, it might sting for a little bit, but that's it. But
What
it's very rare that they will
Dougie.
bite.
What about like a
Not like a-
widow or like a fucking redback, as y'all call it?
Oh, the redback, kill
Yeah.
those fuckers. Oh, you kill those fuckers.
What about
Well,
wolves?
I've
There's-
always heard about the huntsman. Like, I've heard people say that, like, people over there sometimes, occasionally keep them almost as pets because they get rid of household pests, like smaller pests, like mice and stuff like that. Is
Yeah.
that like a common? Oh my
Holy
god!
shit.
And how? Okay, so if you're a normal person and would like to be rid of it, how would you kill? Because like I know with like regular bugs, like spiders, roaches, that kind of stuff, I can't even bear to step on them because of the crunching. Like it's
Oh,
so
mate, these things
disgusting.
would pop.
Oh my
That's even
You'd have an
worse.
audible
God.
pop when you stood on these fuckers.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god!
Ashes popping and fucking shit. Oh my god.
Jesus
Like you'd know when you stepped on it. But I don't kill them. The huntsman, I will not kill them. I'll move them outside, but I won't kill them.
You heard it here first, folks. Dougie keeps huntsman spiders in great volume as pets.
Do not.
I don't know. Oh my.
But like I said, if I come across a redback, that fucker's dying.
So how
Oh,
often do
obviously.
you see them?
The redbacks
Yeah.
depends on the time of year. More so, I'll see them more in summer because I'll probably be out in the shed more.
So
Generally,
okay,
I haven't.
the what?
I was just going to say I don't find them in my house too often. It's very rare
Good.
actually that I've had them in my house.
So like Bex previously referred to them as black widows. So it's just a black widow.
No, they are different to a black widow. We do get black
okay.
widows as well.
How big are they?
Not very. They're probably. Well, see, I can't compare it to what other countries have spider size, but they're nowhere near as big as what a huntsman gets. They're small.
Oh my god.
I've always thought that the black widow and the redback were the same.
No, they look similar, but they're not the same. No.
So okay. So the redbacks have a stripe instead of a diamond shape, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's just a big red
hourglass, I
stripe
should say. Yeah.
on their ass.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. I'm trying to recover from that huntsman conversation. Honestly, I'm just like so creeped out right now.
So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
do you guys have like wolf spiders then?
Yeah, we have wolf spiders as well.
And do they bite? Because I've heard like things about them, but I don't know.
Possibly, but it's a lot rarer for them to be in the house. They're generally more outside. Where the huntsman will just go wherever.
Well,
Mm.
as much as I love talking about spiders, which I really don't, we've gone on longer on this one than we did on the premiere. But I'm gonna go ahead and
It's
close
because
it
I'm
out.
here.
Yeah.
Shut up. So, thank you for joining us today, and special thanks to the Red Lesbians who were able to join us for this episode, which is Ryan, Bex, and Dougie. We
Yeah.
hope you all enjoyed it. Be sure to tune in next week for another round of Red Lesbians React. If you haven't already, be sure to check out each of our Instagram pages for the most recent Rockstar Games content. And don't forget, Ryan's Sunday Funday compilations are uploaded every Sunday, usually. And my Wacky Wednesday compilations are uploaded every Wednesday on both YouTube
that's
and Instagram. If you're unable to locate our YouTubes for whatever reason, the links are in our bios. So thank you for listening and have a great week.
See y'all.
Goodbye.
See ya.